recently I have started feeling like this, as if I was somewhat enclosed in a dark black box. I was started feeling like so worthless. My confidence has hit rock bottom. I do not feel motivated to do anything in life. The recurrence of suicidal thoughts has become a routine. That's how it has been for me. I do not have any particular reasons, but I am having these sort of feelings. It is the worst ever experience of my life. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and honorable DPM, welcome to a depressive evening. I can see sympathy and pity in your eyes. Just for the record, I was acting with you. But those are the actual symptoms of a depressive person. How many of you can relate to those symptoms? Would you like to raise your hand? I can understand, I can only see a few hands. But statistically speaking, at least 10 people sitting in this room are going to face depression at one point in their life. There is a misconception between feeling depressed and having depression. At times you feel sad in life, that is, you feel depressed when you hit a setback. But depression is completely different. Depression is the chemical imbalance in your brain. It is usually triggered by a traumatic incident. Depression is a very treacherous foe. It makes its victim believe that he is the only one who is going through it, and no one else will understand what he is suffering from. And by using this technique, depression has become the most exclusive club of the world, and it is ever increasing. Depression does not discriminate which school of thought you are following. It does not care if you are a Muslim, Christian, or an atheist. I'm sure you people can recall the incident when a person committed suicide at Khana-e-Kaaba. Can you imagine in what sort of state of mind he would have been? You do not find peace anywhere at all. Dale Carnegie, a practicing Christian, a very accomplished and successful man, committed suicide due to depression. Each year, 800,000 people commit suicide due to depression. Sounds pretty depressive, right? Fellow Toastmasters, the biggest problem related to depression is the social stigma attached to it. A friend of mine got sexually abused by her neighbor, and it triggered the episode of depression for her. Her grades started going down, her relationship was hit drastically. She started acting in manners she do not usually do. She used to feel sleepy all the time. She was usually very disturbed, do not find joy doing anything in life. At that moment, I gathered all of my courage. I went to her and I tried to console her, and I told her that you should go to a psychiatrist along me. That was in fact the biggest mistake I made. She refused. She said I'm totally fine, and from that point onwards she stopped discussing what she was going through with me. Fellow Toastmasters, according to research, women are more prone to get depressed as compared to men. And particularly, introvert women are at a very high risk of getting depressed because they tend to cope up with every challenge on their own. So it is better if you are having these sort of thoughts, just open up. Discuss it with other people. As a society, it is our responsibility to dilate the stigma attached with this disease. Over 300 million people of all ages are going through depression all around the world. And according to a research, less than 10% gets the treatment. Why? Because of the social stigma attached. The solution is very simple. The solution lies within three basic needs of a human being. First one is love. A depressed person do not need your sympathy or pity. He only needs to be empathized. You should only go stand in his feet and look the world the way he is doing. You need to empathize him. He does not need your sympathy. Fellows, as a society, it is our responsibility to make our counterparts, people around us, feel love. We should not discourage them, taunt them, or judge them for sharing their feelings. Let's strive together for a better world, for a happier world, a world which has less depressed people and more thriving people. That's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster.